Well, good morning, guys. I was going to get up sort of early and get my car out to the activity center, which is it's less than a mile up the road, so I wouldn't have to worry about this. Well, the tar guys have already come by, painted both sides of the road. Yeah, it's just after 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm now a late sleeper, or late waker, whatever you want to call it. Well, that ain't gonna happen, is it? I'm not gonna drive my car on this stuff. I guess the good news is if they're already tarring it, maybe they're already going somewhere to lay asphalt. Let's hope so. There you go. Through the trees. Good morning. All right, I got to take a couple friends to the airport today. I was planning to come. So the POA has an activity center. It's about a mile from my house. I was going to move my car and park it up there. And before I even was awake, really, I mean, as I'm kind of waking this morning, I could hear trucks on the Santa Rosa. It turns out the tar truck has come by. So by the time I get some clothes on, go check, the tar truck has already come by on the west side of the road. And, okay, maybe they're going to do the outside first. No, then so I think, maybe they won't tar the whole road right away. And then, yeah, sure enough, they did tar the whole road. So at that point, I was kind of stuck in. But once the tar soaked in a little bit, so right now, at 9:55 a.m., they are paving the east side of Santa Rosa, and they're only like 3 lots away from my house. So I saw an open spot, got in my car, drove it down to the activity center. Just drove real slow on the tar part, but they already have trucks running on it, so that tar's already getting kind of absorbed. Anyway, wow. I'm just amazed that they're here at 7 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Okay, anyway, onward, upward, charge. All right. Hey, they're making pretty good progress with this, aren't they? It's walking along. They're almost to my house. Maybe by the time we get there, they will be to my house. Interesting. They got a little roller too. Oh, it's sitting at the intersection waiting for somebody. I think there's a guy measuring something. All right, I think I got out of the house just in time. Because they're going to be rolling this for a while. And I'm feeling they will be. Yeehaw. Okay, there you go. They are down to my house basically right now. I guess they're right at the driveway, but anyway, whatever. Wow. So at least they're moving along. They'll be done today, I think. Not the painting part, but I don't think they're going to actually paint us, so we'll see. Alright, well, the asphalt guys have made it past my house. So what was interesting, I happened to be here when they were doing it. So they have these metal rakes, and it looks like they've tried to level it out or angle it a little bit to make it a little bit more smooth getting in and out of my driveway. And they put a little asphalt lip there for the post person to deliver the mail. Although they usually go that way first and then get out, so they'll still be running on dirt, but okay, whatever, we'll see. I mean, before they were just running on the dirt in front of my box. Anyway, interesting to watch them do it. There you go. Okay guys, welcome to Crazy Ray's Crazy Taxi Airport Shuttle Edition. I'm going to take some friends to the airport. I was lucky enough to get my car out. Actually, just before they poured the asphalt in front of my house. Anyway, and at the rate they're going, who knows, maybe they'll be done by the time I come back. What are the chances? Yeah, okay, we'll see. They'll definitely be done with the part where it's in front of my house, on my side of the street. I would overcharge. All right, welcome to Walmart. Yeah, he's back at Walmart again. I have milk, but I could use another gallon. Anyway, so from my friend's house to here, 75 miles for an hour 34, 271 watt hours per mile. And yes, indeed, I was following some traffic on Texas 130. Yes, speed limit's 80. There you go. Total distance so far is 105 miles, 28 kilowatt hours used, and 265 watt hours per mile. So yes, driving on the toll road, although it feels efficient, is killing my efficiency. Sorry, I just stopped to look at the Suburban is backing up, and he's heading right for a curb. I don't know if he knew it or not, but yeah, these people are scary, man. Scary looking. Oh my. Okay. Commentary. So I've ran autopilot only about a third of the time. Oh my goodness. And now they're going circling around me. Ah. Okay. I only ran autopilot half the time, or a third of the time. So comments on autopilot. So the one thing I will say is you get so used to FSD. Yes, Grandpa's my primary driver. I only use OpaRay if I have to go pick somebody up, drop somebody off, pick up something big, or take a bunch of people. Right? Otherwise, I stick with Grandpa because it has FSD. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is coming up from Loman Ford on to 1431. I get so used to letting FSD do the steering that I forget that I have to steer because I'm on autopilot. So autopilot threw up a big red steering wheel with white hands, I think it was, gray hands, something like that. So okay, yeah, sorry, my fault. That's completely my fault. It's just switching back and forth sometimes it makes it difficult. Or difficult to remember exactly where you are all the time. Yeah, okay. But for the most part, where I use autopilot, and I use autopilot when I feel like I'm more or less going in a straight line, more or less, and the traffic seems somewhat predictable. So when traffic feels like it's not predictable, no, I don't use autopilot. Okay, so there you go. I also use autopilot to just like I use cruise control, or I used ice control when I had a ice car, and that is a Volkswagen Jetta TDI. Yes, I've had gas cars. Yes, yeah. Right, but that's what I used cruise control for, was to control my speed. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. So that's that one, and then let's see. So my friend, so I'm on Texas 71 going to the airport, and as I'm starting to shift lanes, I noticed that there's something in the middle of the road that just showed up as the vehicle in front of me passed over it. And so I swerved just a touch, and just, okay, whatever. That wasn't automation, that was me. Right? Get over it. What'd you do that for? There was something in the road, and I swerved to avoid it. You know? What do you want me to tell me? I've had this car's already had 2 tires that got punctures in them. Nail punctures. I don't want more nail punctures. Thank you. And when they decide that they have to replace the tire, oh man, come on. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's all good. Actually, what am I up to? 398 miles. 34,000. Okay. It's decent mileage, I guess. I would like to think I'm going to make more than 10,000 more miles on this. Sounds about right. Maybe 15. If I do 15, that'd be 50,000 miles. So when people talk about, well, yeah, you can't go that far in an electric car. Yeah. Well, okay, you have a point. But, you know, if you're not burning out at every intersection, your tires will last a little bit longer. Yeah, whatever. So there's that one. So, anything else? So, out on Texas 130, I passed several times when I passed a semi. So in one semi, I'm in the middle lane, so he's going from the outside lane onto a turn lane, exiting the highway. FST paints, or not FST, Autopilot paints his truck black, or dark gray, whichever way you want to look at it, which I find curious. I've noticed it before, but this is also associated with Autopilot slowing down a couple miles an hour. And you kind of, well, no, I don't know. He's getting out on an exit. Who cares? Well, but yeah, come on. The other one I think was a pickup pulling a trailer. In our case, I think he was in the outside, I'm in the middle lane. And the same kind of thing where he paints it just dark gray. I don't want to call it black because it's not necessarily black, but it's close to it. As opposed to the light gray that you'll see other vehicles on the road. So it's the same kind of thing. He's recognizing it as a semi. And he goes, oh, look out. Okay, whatever. As time goes on, it'll get better, I'm sure. It's just a question of patience. Okay, there's that one. And so the other one, and this is not Autopilot, this is not FSD, but it is Hyundai. So when I turned on to University to start to go towards 1431, there's a Toyota Corolla that passes me. Oh, he's hardcore, he's committed. Yes, I was at a light. I'm accelerating from the light. Accelerating away from the light, yes. And maybe he just was, let's put the positive way, he probably didn't expect a Tesla to accelerate from the light in a timely fashion. He probably expected me to accelerate like as if it was a Toyota. Yeah. Yes, my friend noticed that. I mean, well, it's a Toyota. You use bad mouth Toyotas. Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. And to give you the backstory, the main reason why I badmouth Toyota is because Toyota goes out of their way to say, oh, battery electric vehicles are really bad for the environment. And, and you know what it is? They had a head start. If they had maximized their head start, they would be the Tesla of the EV world. They would be. But because they wasted all that time, all that research, all that development they put into all these things. Okay, there's that part. And the other part is they've been promising for years, oh, next year we're going to come out with a solid state electric battery. And personally, I think people who make such promises, although you might say the same thing about somebody who has something to do with my car. And you know what? You have a point. Although at least he's showing progress. Okay, the solid state electric is like, it's the promise they make all the time. And they've been making it for years. There's no evidence it's even close. And they don't come back and say, oh, well, we goofed, I'm sorry. No, they say, no. They just say, oh, it's going to come out in 2 more years. 2 years. Well, you said that like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Okay, whatever. So, no, I like the badmouth Toyota because, let's face it, if Toyota came out with a decent battery electric vehicle, they'd be selling them hand over fist. They would be king. Okay? And you can see it in their sales numbers now. They're losing money like crazy. Okay, so you want to know why I badmouthed it? There it is. That's it. I mean, let's face it, the Toyota Camry I had, oh, I loved that car. It was a great car. Now, I was frustrated because to get 25 miles an hour, I had to shift to neutral and cruise from time to time. Or coast to make 25 miles a gallon. But, I mean, other than that, it was a great car. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So, where are we at? So, overall trip so far. So, I didn't reset the trip before I came up to the POA Activity Center. So, there's an extra mile in last charge. But they're going to be close together. Don't worry, I'll get you your ice. So you might say today it's not robo-taxi because I don't have FSD in this car. But if they ever brought robo-taxi to the point where normal people like me could sign up for it, then I'd have to enroll. I'd probably do the monthly enrollment into FSD. Right? I'd use this car as my robo-taxi. I mean, why not? It'd make money. Anyway, peace and harmony. We'll go on from here. So I'll give you a final commentary when I get back. But this is just autopilot, so most of the time it's not even in autopilot mode. Okay, onward, upward charge. Okay. I like this exit from Walmart. If only he could reverse engineer this exit to the entrance, would be good. Onward, upward. Okie dokie, 21 miles, 42 minutes, 244 watt hours per mile, and as always, it's semi kind of downhill from Walmart to my house. Okay, total trip, 125 miles, 33 kilowatt hours used, 261 watt hours per mile. Okay, anyway, there you go. Let's see, FSD perspective. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, it's autopilot. Autopilot perspective. So after I pulled out of Walmart and went down the road a little ways, yes, I put on autopilot. As I look up the street, as we're getting into East Cedar Park, I notice that the line of cars in the middle lane is starting to build up. So I want to move to the inside lane. So while I'm looking to my left over my shoulder and make sure it's clear, and before I turn my turn signal, when I come back around, I find that the car that's in the outside lane is already switching into the inside lane in front of me. Oh my. Oh my goodness. They're not going faster than me. I decided to switch lanes because I'm driving a nice car. Oh, holy cow. All right, so since I'm already about to switch and it's clear, left turn signal, let's go. Switch lanes. Go right by that car that had to get in front of me. I don't know. Why do you all do that? No reason for it, is there? Oh, there's not. This is being stupid. Yeah, exactly. All right, so going through Cedar Park, if the autopilot's off. Sorry. Because just dealing with the traffic, it's usually better just to, I'll handle the moving back and forth. Okay, some of the safety automation is still on, right? He still check my side, still check my back, my front, so that's all still there. So when we're crossing Bell, there's a Mercedes that's a little sporty Mercedes, right? An SLD, whatever. SL, I don't know. Anyway, he's over there in the middle lane. He sees that there's a slide opening in front of me, And he has to go. Okay, fine. And what'd you find when you got in the lane? Oh, well, everyone's going slow. So you didn't have to cut me off, did you? No, but it gives me satisfaction knowing that I almost caused an accident with you. Yeah. Leave it up to the Germans. Oh, what's that? Yes, I'm German heritage, yes. Don't rub it in too much, okay? I'm pretty sure that's probably not a German driver driving it. It's probably a British guy. More than likely. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony as we go through. Finally get to the west side of Cedar Park. We could go, but Mr. Mercedes is not sure he knows how to push the accelerator on his car. Now, don't get me wrong, he does eventually get up to highway speed, yes. I mean, I guess for a Mercedes, that's pretty good. Better than Toyota. Wait, Ray, how do you know? Because there was a Toyota Taco, the small pickup, got between me and Mr. Mercedes. And I could hear an engine going, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, like really struggling to keep up with traffic on what's about to go downhill. But he's struggling. Amazing. I don't know. Why do people like these cars so much? Now, my 2.4 was a 2.4 liter Toyota Camry. Oh, it had plenty of power. For a four cylinder, it was pretty good. But come on. It's not all that much. But anyway, whatever, I digress. Let me kick Mercedes. Now while I'm kicking Mercedes, oh, but I think I saw a Mercedes EQ series. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't think it was an S. I don't think it was quite that big. Maybe an E. I don't know. Whatever. I was kind of, hey, there's an electric car. Cool. Whatever. So I'm kicking Mercedes because that driver is stupid and unable to accelerate his car. I'm kicking Toyota here, the pickup, because why did you go with the Boston muffler situation? Is that what you did? I don't know. Now the good news is Mr. Taco, he actually did get a lot far, but he turned off on a Adrian Way or whatever it is. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Mr. Mercedes is going to turn left on this little road that's out to the left at traffic light. That's what he's doing in the left lane. Not that he's going to go fast. He just wants to make his left turn and block everybody. Okay, pretty typical for a Mercedes person. All right, after that, as I'm entering Jonestown, yay! Autopilot back on. Yes, I use autopilot to control my speed. Yes, absolutely. It's one less thing you have to be monitoring and looking out for. Okay, whatever. And because I know that the right lane's going to go away, I'm in the inside lane. So this Lexus, whatever the sedan is, 450. Okay. The Lexus 450, whatever it is, comes up behind me. And eventually he's going to pass me, so I know it says F-Type on it. Whatever that's worth. I thought that was like it's a sportier version, so to speak. But I tell you, he can barely keep up. Although he does pass me at one point on 1431. Okay, whatever. Autopilot's on through Jonestown. Coming. When we go by West Reed Park Road, maybe I'm too busy looking at the traffic around me. Sorry, Nitsa. I know you want me to have my vision down here. Far safer, right? Not really. You should be looking at the traffic around you. not trying to monitor whether or not your screen is telling you something. But NHTSA forced a recall on Tesla, or Tesla agreed to it, however you want to see it, and basically said, well, no, you have to throw up messages down here on the screen. You need to put them at the top so people see it. But the problem is my vision's up here. I don't look down here a whole lot. There's no reason to. Oh, except for the NHTSA warnings, the NHTSA hand nag. I'm guessing that's what happened is at some point Tesla Autopilot threw up a hand nag I did not respond to. That's why I got red steering wheel. Wow. Okay. Wonderful. I'm glad we're all so much safer. Because when that red hand came, that red wheel came up, brake on, autopilot off, tack off. Why use automation if it's fighting you? And I get it. NHTSA probably wants to ensure that the Chinese win. Is that what your real goal is? I mean, GM with its Super Cruise and Ford with its Blue Cruise, people are starting to say how good it is. Now, can they do the same things I do with just autopilot? No, they can't. But when they're in those limited situations where they can do much more than I can. It's almost good as FSD. Except what's that? FSD is not rated for hands off. Right? If we just got to the point where FSD could go hands off, we'd be great. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. All right. So let's see. I've kicked Mercedes. I've kicked Toyota. I've kicked Lexus. I mean, whatever. Who am I missing? Oh. All right. So as we're turning on to Boggy Ford, no, autopilot's off. I'm following this SUV. It says Dodge on it, and it has RT, really timid, I think is what that stands for. Yes, really timid. Oh, the speed limit's 40. I think that means I should do 32. To be fair to really timid, there's another vehicle in front of him that's also going slow. It's another Dodge. Yeah, it's one of those days. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's all good. As far as autopilot goes, when I had autopilot on, as a highway assist tool, great, awesomeness. In the other situation, no. I mean, I don't even trust FSD in big traffic situations. Okay, whatever. There we are. All right, so the good news is they have indeed paved my street. And they have both of their rollers going, rolling back and forth. Okay. That's the good news. They didn't really do much. Well, they smoothed this out a little bit. Okay. The mail carrier is good. Yeah, that's too bad. That's all you get. All right, there you go. All right, so I pulled in with 20%. I'm plugged in, so we're charging. But when I looked at my phone, it had the message on it saying, should you plug your car in? It said 20%. Okay, that's new. Actually, it's not new. It's been a couple of releases back, I think. But now it reminds you, hey, you might want to plug in your car. Okay, and another reminder, but sometimes reminders are good. Okay, so all you ICE drivers, I know you're just waiting for this moment. Yes, you Toyota Taco drivers, you Lexus RX 350, whatever it is. Can't be an RX, can it? I thought RX was the SUV. Whatever it is. Oh wait, the Dodge really timid, yes. All right, so we used 33 kilowatt hours today. So at 11 cents, what is that? That's $3.63. So good news, it's would be more than a gallon of regular gas. just a little bit more, but it's more. All right, so let's see how far can you go with let's say a gallon and a third. It's not even that much, is it? Gallon and a fourth, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I know even in one of those Priuses that could get 50, let's call it 55 miles per gallon. How far is 55 miles? Oh, whoops. You don't even make it halfway to what I did. There you go. I hope you feel the kick. Start thinking about the economics of your situation. Yeah. Okay, onward, upward charge. No, I'm not suggesting you buy a Nissan Leaf. Although for a lot of you, a Nissan Leaf would be more than enough for almost all your daily driving. Or it would be more than enough for all your daily driving. And for your occasional trips and stuff, I get it. And I get, well, I can't buy a Tesla because then I'd be making some political... I tell you the truth, I'm confused as what political statement you might be making by having the Tesla. Right? Does it mean you're right-leaning or you left-leaning? I'm so confused. But I didn't buy the car for a political statement, right? I bought the car because I felt like it was the best deal. There you go. All right. Good luck out there. $3.63. Oh my goodness gracious. And hey, it's only 125 miles. And keep in mind that part of that 125 miles was out on Texas 130, which is a limited access highway, and we were doing 80 out there because the speed limit's 80. Okay? Good luck. All right, so while I was at Raising Cane's, for some reason they had the girl standing outside to take your order. I mean, usually they have them inside, but whatever. Maybe something's wrong with their equipment. Anyway, I'm paying for my meal with a credit card. So I say card, and she holds out her little terminal, and I'm looking for the spot to slide in the card. And she says, "Oh, you can just tap it." I said, "Oh, well, I'm not that futuristic." And she says, "But you're driving a Tesla." Oh, she was funny. Hey, you guys are Raising Cane's? You got a good one here. I hope you keep her. Okay, whatever. I just found it funny. That was her response. Well, you driving Tesla? Yeah, I've been driving Tesla for 2 years. So what? Okay. Thank you. Yes.